Alright, we are live again. Let's go into Disco Elysium. Anti-object task force. I'll say that for the Madman run. Healthy organs. Bung. I have 2 thoughts with negative authority. Fuck. Mr. Dubois.
Mr. Dubois, every worker is a... Most certainly, Harry. By all means, Harry. What's on your mind?
Mr. Dubois. Hello, what's in here? If I took off the glass, I'd look a bit less silly. I don't know if it really fixed it. Better pants would, though, I would think. Well, let's get that speed and do it with Kuno. The speed, not it. Womp, womp, womp. Hey, what did you say about these tattoos?
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again.
They actually went to work.
Wrong. You did the right thing with Measurehead. The ballerina antics won you the fight.
Uh-huh.
Let's talk about our right to work.
What's your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working. If the bastards... Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards block, and I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer, or whatever he is.
I got it in.
I saw your ballerina moves up there. You caught him off guard. That only happens once. Now he's alert, standing on a narrow bridge, and my men are tired.
Your men, huh?
Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
I mean, they
It
do.
would be better for the neighborhood if you went up.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Right to work. All that bullshit.
Damn, that felt good. Your heart's pounding nicely. No, you shouldn't. You're an officer of the law.
I should tell people to fuck off more often,
Not
yes.
as a general rule, but that one was justified. Better to get the lay of the land before telling people to fuck off.
Yep.
That means you should do it whenever you feel like someone's disrespecting your authority. That's the spirit. Never forget, the whole world's a wooden house.
Oh, yes. Oh shit, I gotta talk to Measurehead. Fuck. He's a measurehead, a measurehead, a measurehead, a measurehead.
Your race descent has temporarily halted, but you will fall again. So
Get him
it
down.
was. You bested me in race combat to reach my superior, then had him give me.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
Uh-huh.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard.
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union's side.
Yes, that is precisely what it means among
Okay, then.
Babe. See that they stay here the whole time.
I'm a commie union dog. I'm gonna stand for Measurehead.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead.
So, you guys are like cops or something? Look at him. His craniometric perfection. Are you cops or what?
Yeah.
Cool. I like men with guns and power. I'm Katya, by the way.
Hey,
You hear
Katya.
that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I like how you can know that it's this woman in the Measurehead's babe picture because she has the ponytail. And I do like the Measurehead's like right there, you know. It's also cool.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Everott's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
I shot you in the head, you little
And
bitch.
who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
None of your business, fucknut.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez.
What?
It's Kuno. Then the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
Hey, Measurehead. You walk through some railings, dude.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
No side choosing.
And what you had to do was to become a Union man for... don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma
Sure, Measurehead,
much
sure.
deeper than that.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
You serve him.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront International Capital, which is something your race naivistic communists never did.
I mean, actually, you know, communists very much hate the international capital for all their faults.
Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individual...
Communism is cool.
Idiotic communism is the single greatest above all. rampant multinational finance still ringing
I'm a disco guy.
offshoots of the Seminoles people
Hey!
invented disco. While
7 superstar lines.
I'm not surprised you enjoy.
Measurehead stoically looks to the distance.
I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one.
How do you know there'll be? Actually, I'll say this one first.
That is understandable. The previous racist.
These cops are just jealous.
I think this racist is better than the last, but there always is.
Yeah, there always is.
Race is reality.
Fuck you, Measurehead.
Right to work!
Right to work. Not even a good scab. Come on, man. Wham. Wham, 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 wham. Wham, 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 wham. I want to get these boots, kind of.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The big yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Do you have a doctor?
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from autopsy to cleanup to social work, everything.
I'm a
You
detective.
are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now,
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them. Unfortunately, no. They are better than nothing. Tell you what, I perform the anatomical side of things while you will take notes.
Sure.
That's right.
You knew it because you inspected your ledger. The lieutenant is relieved you know the protocol. The dead man stares in silence as
Stare at
you
me,
crack
dead
open
fucker.
the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and
Oh,
lists,
fuck me, boxes and
describing
lists.
the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
That's you.
Hey,
the
Dubois.
corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there.
KK5 next. NA. NA. Roughly 50.
The corpse
Okay.
looks ageless, like meat on a hook, teeming with opportunistic microorganisms, letting out a
Opportunistic?
foul-smelling diamine compound. Your eyes turn watery.
Stinky.
Mondial.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Fucky, fucky!
Good job, Kuno. Yes.
Nail.
Pigs can have sex!
Naively, the lieutenant does not double-check your notes.
El bigo mistako, Lieutenant!
We're still
Big
going
ol'
with
mistake-o.
March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable.
KK 50.
None. At least
A strange word. Treatment.
interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
I mean, didn't Kuno do that a little bit?
How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? You're leaving a weak impression here. Say something surehand, don't overdo it. It's okay to be unsure. A silent nod.
We should start the post-mortem.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's
Internal.
pulse.
The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think.
See?
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired
The boots
That
are
thing.
ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood.
patience. After the autopsy, before the body is taken away, there will be a window of opportunity. After the lieutenant is gone,
Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo resembling a microelectronical circuit board. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end.
Write it down.
Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature, below freezing.
Good for us, right?
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
his hair feels wet, soaked with rain.
Stroke it gently.
The stench is suffocating. Strands of dark brown hair start sticking to your hand, like thread of more hair sticks to your hand. Hair off the rain-soaked head of a dead man. There are bumps and dips on the skull below.
Yeah.
An alien landscape. There, dead man. You were someone's child. It's all over now.
There,
The
baby.
lieutenant watches you in silence.
That was some sick shit, Sekopa.
Uh-huh.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs, consistent with stones thrown. Low velocity.
Low
Fucking
velocity.
low velocity. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max.
I'm sorry, Kuno, you thrilled like a girl.
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation. Ligature mark. Steel wiring. There's too much of it.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters. The hanged man lets out.
Chain
Always
cutters.
good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below.
See, my pig is gonna.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of.
You are? You're Kuno's.
Concentrate on the belt, not on who is whose pig. There is no. You jam the cutters right under. The lieutenant looks by, somewhat worried as you summon power words.
Yeah, fuck him.
Told you my pig.
I should have a go first. I think I have a strategy.
He sinks the
Yeah,
cutters into.
take
Yes, that's much better form than you. Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut, and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark.
Here. The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark.
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdled.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5. Chest is
Yep.
intact. Normal contour.
You got it, Kim.
Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact. Genitalia.
Awkward.
No, it's gonna happen. See.
God damn it, Kuno.
I fucking knew it.
God damn it, Kuno S.
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury. Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical.
Bullets have bitten little pieces out of him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before you is a temple of pain that knew little tenderness in life.
Ouch.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30.
A mercenary.
We have a real museum. Last item. Hands.
His flesh is cold.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name? I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from.
Oh, fuck you.
From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo.
Not how it works,
What can
dude.
I do you for, Il Corbo de Cappadocia?
BRB. Alright, we're back.
You get me, Kobo.
Kobo.
I feel like you were once, for tenderness and kisses yourself, but then shit went south, and now you're ahead of even me on the pain front.
Fuck
We
you.
should do this more often.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling. I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, the stench is making it...
Working so close to the fumes coming from the corpse must be hard. You realize suddenly that the lieutenant has been barely keeping it together.
Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next? Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything?
You don't even have a joke.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant.
You already shared? Not
Higher
injury
bone.
related.
Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid
off.
bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system.
Maybe I should have started this game as Madman so I wouldn't know as much as I know now. We'll have 2 more playthroughs to know all that I want to know. The spirit decor.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth smaller.
From here,
One
it
second.
looks as though the
Whee! Sorry, my fat ass is cooking up a snack for myself, so I forgot about the drink.
no scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again. Straight in that mouth of
Ick.
his. No, you don't. You can keep it in. You manage to suppress the contractions trying to enter your stomach. All it takes is concentration. Through it, you
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later.
Fuck you.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus. Hepatobiliary. NA. Are you a hepatobiliary expert? Neither am I. That's it. Same for toxicology and serology, unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there,
The completion is me wonders if there's something we can still do.
like a toxicology screening. At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add a request.
brimming with
Cocaine.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal.
Icky.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Eat the
What's
ball.
next on the list?
Description of
Let's
injuries.
see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fills. Leave a 4th one too. Oh, so we inflicted them?
Team
You
effort.
mean the incision on the thorax from a chain cutter? That was not a team effort, and I wouldn't mention it. Muddies the water. Be pedantic if
sloppy.
you like, it doesn't matter. No one else is going to investigate this man's murder. And
See? These pigs are fucking corrupt.
Why don't you fuck him if you love him so much?
Are you talking about to Kuno or to me?
now, injuries. Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. And your opinion, officer?
No, fail.
Agreed. Next injury? So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator
At maximum velocity, fucko!
has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
The lieutenant's admission has caused great gratitude in Kuna. He is coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest. We have
Non-fatal.
countless stu-
Right. Next. A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the
Right
note,
down.
2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man,
Not fade him.
he is deep in thought, eyes fixed on the...
Why did
I
you
know.
say that? Okay. Why don't you think it was fatal? Honestly, I'm not sure there weren't marks on his wrist. That part got blurry for me. The stench.
Exactly.
But you are right, I was ready to call this. Now I think we should leave it empty. Let's wrap this up. I
Good.
pronounce this field autopsy over. It was an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But, personally, I do not see this as a parameter for success.
Because you're a bright one, Kim.
We also requested a toxicological screening. That was thorough. The results should arrive. We were thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Thank you, Kim.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink?
Now, you see, that worries me. You will die if you drink.
What? What do you
know
mean?
that, don't you? You are proving a useful detective.
Please get yourself together. The lieutenant from Precinct 57 thinks.
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg for processing.
He's thinking, did I miss something? You run your hands over. You pull down his breeches.
Check his pants.
Marbling is present around the crotch. The penis has shrunk.
Caterpillar.
crawling halfway back inside him. There is nothing mysterious or noteworthy here.
Icky.
Can't get enough of that dick.
Fuck you, Kuno.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast. If you want for this task to slowly become impossible, then yes. Otherwise, no.
Not to mention the damage that would be dealt to the force's reputation by the corpse just
Oh,
rotting
fuck
here
you.
like this.
Hey, wasn't there a giant ice bear sarcophagus below that building?
Why, yes, there was. It was massive.
Now,
Yes.
detective, I've rarely been disappointed by the size of a giant ice bear fridge. But I think we should still take a look at it first. Make sure. Let's move. With every hour, whatever we are looking.
What? That might work?
Rigorous self-critique. Here it is. Hard facts from the man you are. You once jerked off in the locker room
Oh, man.
and were caught. You held a young woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her
Eh.
will. That's right. These are not flights of fancy. These are Real deeds, Harry, emerging from the darkness of your past. You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life. And, above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win, and it will keep on winning till you die, or overcome it.
What are the bonuses to this? Ah, interesting. So any failures, red failures heal +1 health, and I have more pain threshold. Great. Alright, I'm gonna save and quit. Alright, good night.